wrapping around his heart, whispering that it was all over, that there was no point in going on. But you see, that's where most people get it wrong. That moment, that rock bottom, is not the end. It's the beginning. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easy for you to say. You do not know what it feels like to lose everything. And you are right, I do not know your specific pain. But I do know this: as long as you are breathing, as long as your heart is beating, you have hope. You have a chance to turn it all around. David, in that moment of despair, had a choice to make. He could give in to the darkness, let it consume him, become another statistic, another tale of what could have been, or he could choose to fight. And let me tell you, the choice to fight, to hold on to hope when everything seems hopeless, that's the stuff legends are made of. Losing all hope is not the end. It's an opportunity. An opportunity to rebuild, to reinvent, to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. It's a chance to prove to yourself and to the world what you are truly capable of. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you it's easy. It's not. When you have lost all hope, every step forward feels like you are walking through quicksand. Every breath feels like it might be your last. But here's the secret. You do not have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to have the courage to take that step. David decided to take that step. He looked at his life, stripped bare of all the trappings of success he once knew, and he made a decision. He decided that this was not going to be his end, but his beginning. He decided to redefine what success meant to him. He started small. He could not control the economy that had taken his job, but he could control his actions. So he started volunteering at a local shelter. He couldn't bring back his fiancée, but he could work on becoming the kind of person he'd want to be with. So he started reading, learning, growing. He couldn't immediately cure his health issues, but he could focus on what he could do: eat better, exercise, take care of his mental health. Day by day, step by step, David began to rebuild. And you know what? Something magical started to happen. As he focused on giving value, on growing, on taking care of himself, new opportunities began to appear. A connection he made at the shelter led to a job opportunity. His newfound knowledge and skills opened doors he never knew existed. His improved health and outlook on life attracted new relationships. But here's the kicker. None of this would have happened if David had given in to hopelessness. If he had decided that all was lost, he would have missed out on the incredible journey that was waiting for him on the other side of despair. And that, my friends, is the power of hope. Hope is not some fluffy, feel-good emotion. Hope is a decision. It's a choice you make every single day to believe that tomorrow can be better than today. It's the fuel that keeps you going when everything else has run dry. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but you do not understand. My situation is different. It's hopeless. Let me tell you something. As long as you are alive, as long as you have the ability to make choices, your situation is never hopeless. Never. You see, hope is not about having all the answers. It's not about knowing exactly how you are going to turn things around. Hope is about believing that you can turn things around even when you cannot see how. It's about trusting in your ability to figure things out, to adapt, to overcome. Think about it this way. Every single person who has ever achieved greatness, who has ever overcome incredible odds, who has ever changed the world, they all started exactly where you are right now. They all faced moments where it seemed like all hope was lost. The only difference between them and those who gave up, they chose to hold on to hope. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. Imagine if he had lost hope after the 999th attempt. We might still be sitting in the dark. Colonel Sanders was 65 years old, broke, and living in his car when he started KFC. Imagine if he had decided it was too late, that there was no hope for a new beginning at his age. The pages of history are filled with stories of people who refused to lose hope, even when all seemed lost. And you know what? Your story can be one of them. Your chapter despair can be the prelude to an incredible comeback story. But here's the thing, hope alone is not enough. Hope needs to be coupled with action. Hoping things will get better while you sit on your couch, wallowing in self-pity, that's not hope. That's wishful thinking. Real hope, the kind that changes lives, the kind that moves mountains, that hope gets you off the couch. It gets you taking action, no matter how small. Remember David? His journey back from the brink did not happen overnight. It happened one small action at a time, one day of volunteering, one book read, one healthy meal, one workout, one moment of choosing positivity over negativity. These small actions, fueled by hope, compounded over time to create massive change. And that's the secret. When you have lost all hope, when you feel like you are at rock bottom, start small. Do not try to solve all your problems at once. Do not try to reconstruct your entire life in a day. Start with one small action, one small step in the right direction. Maybe it's making your bed in the morning. Maybe it's going for a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's calling an old friend. Maybe it's applying for one job. Whatever it is, do that one thing and then do it again tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. You see, hope is not about waiting for things to get better. It's about working to make things better. It's about taking responsibility for your life, for your happiness, for your success. It's about understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. When you lose all hope, that's when you need to dig deep. That's when you need to remind yourself of who you are, of what you're capable of. That's when you need to look in the mirror and say,